This is Pioneer's SPH-10BT. The SPH-10BT is a 1-DIN AM/FM smartphone in-dash receiver with an integrated phone cradle. It also has Bluetooth for both hands-free calling and wireless streaming audio. The Bluetooth system is designed to work with your Android phone and your iPhone. It can play back MP3 and FLAC music from a USB flash drive, and the USB can be used to charge your phone. The Pioneer SPH-10BT is designed from the ground up to work with the Pioneer Smart Sync app. The Smart Sync app brings maps, messages, and music together in your vehicle. Let's take a look and see what's in the box. Okay. First up here is the wire harness, and we'll use the wire harness here to connect power and ground and speakers, all of the electrical connections from the in-dash receiver to the vehicle. Next up we have some 1-DIN radio removal tools and some install screws. There we go. Next we have the Bluetooth microphone. Now the Bluetooth microphone here comes on a wire about 10 feet long or so for very flexible installation. And we have a carry case for the detachable face. Let me open the flap here. And we have the quick start guide. Be sure to download a complete copy of the owner's manual in PDF form right onto your smartphone from pioneerelectronics.com. And finally we have the warranty card. And let's pull the receiver up out of here. There we go. The front panel of the SPH-10BT is designed to work with the Pioneer Smart Sync app and starts off with the volume control, up and down, right here. Next, you can cycle through your available music sources from your phone and the in-dash receiver with the music source button here. Here is the USB port to charge your phone or play back music through a USB flash drive. This is the app voice recognition button. And you can use this button to launch your favorite navigation app from your phone. Up here is the phone cradle, and I'll show you more detail about the phone cradle in just a moment. Here is the display area. Text is displayed here. And when you're connected to your phone with the Pioneer Smart Sync app, the display area here is illuminated. You can access your messages here. You can make and receive phone calls here. The home button is here. It's used to launch phone applications. Please note, the SPH-10BT does not play CDs. And of course, detachable face security. I recommend to have the phone cradle buttoned up inside the SPH-10BT in order to remove the detachable face. To operate the smartphone cradle, we'll start by removing the detachable face. Now, pull the cradle straight out until the cradle hinge is completely visible. You can see that here. The phone cradle can be adjusted a little further out or a little further back toward the in-dash receiver, whatever works best for you in your vehicle. Next, flip the phone cradle up into the vertical position and reattach the detachable face. The smartphone cradle integrated into the Pioneer SPH-10BT is designed to handle many different phone sizes and shapes and is adjustable from 2.28 inches to 6.69 inches in height, 2.28 inches to 3.42 inches in width, and a depth from 0.15 inches to 0.39 inches. The recommended weight load that the cradle can hold is a ½ pound or less. The smartphone cradle arms are designed to handle many different types of phone cases and still hold the phone very firmly. You may need to adjust the position of the lower arms to accommodate the side button positions on your particular phone. And in some cases, it may work better to mount your phone upside down in the cradle. To attach your phone, start by putting the top of your phone under the upper cradle arm. Next, gently push up on the upper arm until you can slide the phone in place with the lower arms. The upper arm operates on an internal spring to hold the phone very firmly in place. The Pioneer Smart Sync app can operate in both a horizontal and vertical position. To remove your phone from the cradle, gently push the phone up against the upper cradle arm until the phone could swing free from the lower arms. If you want, it's okay to leave the phone cradle in this open position when you leave your vehicle. However, if you want to close up the cradle, I recommend to detach the face and then close up the cradle. On the back panel of the SPH-10BT, the AM/FM antenna from the vehicle will plug in right here. This small black port is for the optional ND-PS1 parking sensor kit from Pioneer. The ND-PS1 is designed to operate with the SPH-10BT and with the Pioneer Smart Sync app. The wire harness with its speaker outputs and other electrical connections to the vehicle will plug in right here. On the other side, we'll start off with two black jacks. The one on top is where you'll plug in the Bluetooth microphone included with the SPH-10BT, and the one on the bottom is for operating your steering wheel controls through a third-party adapter. And here are two sets of RCA outputs for operating external amplifiers. They are 2-volt outputs and can be set up as front and rear output or as front and subwoofer output. And that is Pioneer's SPH-10BT and what's in the box. The Pioneer DEHS 1200UB comes with a wireless remote control that gives you the ability to operate nearly every function of the in-dash receiver from the wireless remote. Before you get started with the remote control, be sure to pull this plastic tab out of the battery compartment. If you ever have trouble with remote control, be sure to check the battery compartment to see if you need a new battery. Now this is an infrared type of remote control. That means you have to point it at the in-dash receiver to make it operate, and you can operate nearly every function of the in-dash receiver with it. You can get into the audio menu and move through the audio menu. You can get into the function menu, change sources, and change the volume, and mute the system. So the easiest way to adjust the equalizer on your DEHS 1200UB is to press this big EQ button here at the bottom. And you'll see we have 9 different settings available here. There's the flat setting, super bass, powerful, dynamic, the natural setting, vocal setting. Here's vivid, and we have custom number 1 and custom number 2 available. And if I hit that one more time, that brings me back around to the flat setting and into super bass and powerful settings again. So it just goes in a circle. As you press this EQ button, those EQ settings will go around in a circle. If you find any one of those EQ settings that sounds good to you in your vehicle, you're fine. Leave it there. You don't have to make any additional adjustments. If you want to make some additional adjustments, there's an easy way to do that. And from any source, and we're on the AM/FM radio source right now, let's press in on the volume control, and let's roll along here until we find the audio menu. Under the audio menu, press enter, and we want to turn along here until we find EQ setting. Let's press in on the volume control, and here you'll find the exact same EQ presets are available to you. Here's flat, super bass, powerful, the whole list of them are right here. And we have custom number 1 that's available to us and custom number 2. So let's go back to custom number 1 here and press enter. When I press enter on custom number 1, I get into the EQ settings, and I have a 5-band EQ to work with, equalizer. So this is the 80 Hertz setting. If I turn over here, I get to the 250 Hertz. Turn one more time, 800 Hertz. One more time, 2,500 Hertz or 2.5K. And then one more time takes me up to 8 kilohertz or 8K. If I roll over one more time, that takes me back around to the beginning at 80 Hertz. So here I am at the 80 Hertz frequency, and if I press enter, I can boost or cut this 80 Hertz frequency. So I can make 80 Hertz a little bit louder or a little bit quieter as compared to those other frequencies. Press in on the volume control again. That brings me back to the frequency selection, and I'll make an adjustment here at 250 Hertz. We'll make this a little lower. Make another adjustment here at
800 hertz, we'll make this one a little bit higher, a little bit louder. We'll make another adjustment here at 2500 hertz. We'll make it a little lower. And then we'll go up to 8K and make it a little higher. So there we go. There's our adjustments that we made to custom number 1 is just a demonstration here. Now I can go back with the arrow key, and that takes me to custom number 1. And I have another custom setting available as well, custom number 2. If I go in here, you can see no adjustments have been made to any of those frequencies. This is independent from custom number 1. So I have 2 custom settings that I can work with. And of course, all of the factory presets are available to me as well. So when you're done making your adjustments here, you can just hit the arrow back button to escape. Now when I hit the EQ button out here, I can see my custom number 1 is there, and all of the adjustments that I made are available to me, and custom number 2, and of course all the factory presets are still there.